everyone. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. I am your host tonight, Tim the Hulk Brzakala, along with a very lovely person who likes to run. His name is Kaleb Koho. Kaleb, how are you doing tonight?
Gotta go fast, Tim. I am excited to be here as always. I dropped a keyboard. That's not fun. But we're going to have to move right in, and this is going to be a good match. We got two veteran guys back in the ring. It's been a minute since we've seen either of these guys. Last time we saw Eli McCaig, he just lost to Sandy's new partner, RJ, to get into that number one contenders match. And last time we saw Sandy, he was on the other end of your tournament run matchup in the quarterfinals. Yeah. So it's been a minute since we've seen them. What do you think's going to happen today?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be a good match because, like you said, we've got Sandy and Eli here, both good competitors, both making it far in this league, whether it be in teams or in singles, both showing why they deserve to be here. And now Sandy being under new management this season with Thomas Eanes. Will that come into play here with Fandom? I don't remember where this falls in the scheme of things, but we recently saw Sandy in another match talking about how, he was going to put in his all into Fandom this year, and they weren't going to mess around, and that he's coming for some belts. So we'll see what happens. And then we also got Eli, with his team partner, is the current Fandom champ. So it's going to be a very interesting match. We'll see what happens. Why don't we go talk to them right now, though, in promos.
Wow, so this is kind of weird. It's the first time I've been in a match in a while where I don't really have an issue with anyone involved. And, I would say something nice about Eli, but he might misread the situation and take offense to something, I don't know, for no reason. This is the first time I'm managing Sandy under the Criterion brand. All I know is he's here, he's ready, and he's hungry for a win. How you feel, Sandy?
Thomas, I feel good. I'm not going to say much because, like you just said, I don't want anybody to take offense to it. I don't want to lose out on matches just because of it. But yeah, I need people to start taking me a little more serious in this league. So this is my year.
Let's get it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Sandy, I've always respected you as a competitor. You've always been someone I looked up to. You were someone I wanted to mold myself out as. But because of this entire personality that you're doing now, this entire, no one respects me, nobody likes me, well, guess what? I liked you and I respected you. And now it seems like I'm having to do the one thing I didn't want to do. I'm having to beat you in a match. So, Sandy, you can take Thomas, you can take whatever personality you have right now, you can throw it in the trash can. If you want to be a heel, go ahead, be a heel. But as of right now, I'm fighting for every single competitor that actually liked you, that actually felt compassion for you. It's time for me to win and you to lose.
All right, Kaleb. Well, those promos didn't take 16 minutes, but we got here. It happened. We're excited. This is going to be a good match. I'm excited to see what happens. Let's get right into it. Tell them how round number 1 works, Kaleb.
Power of editing. All right, round number 1 works like this. They're going to get 10 questions for 1 point apiece from 10 different realms within the world of Fandom Fights. Should you get all 10 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. This is a whiteboard round. Please write and show your answers legibly. 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
No.
All right, guys, your first question is going to be in the category of DC. Who voices Jade Wilson, the movie director, in Teen Titans Go to the Movies? Have you ever gone to the movies?
I used to before the Corona.
Before the Corona destroyed my life.
My Corona.
Many people's lives. I don't want to sound like a dick, but still.
Yeah, mine's the only one that matters. 5.
Well, you have your mommy to take care of you.
Fact. 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Eli.
Kristen Bell.
That is correct. And Sandy.
I got it wrong. I said Tina Fey.
Not a bad guess at all, but Eli gets the point on that one as we go to the second question in the category of Middle Earth. In The Hobbit, the Battle of the 5 Armies, what does Bilbo give to Bard and Thandril to bargain with Thorin? I hate Middle Earth names. I hate them. They scare me.
You did well. You did good.
They scare me.
You're just scared because Robert's in the background and his new name is
Shiloh.
Shelob, and he's sitting here judging you. 5.
He will come eat my soul if I get it wrong.
2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Sandy.
The Arkenstone?
And Eli.
I just had some gold.
Arkenstone is correct, so Sandy
Tie the game.
1-1 as we get into your next question, which is going to be in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for 2011's Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh is a movie.
It's a good movie.
It's not bad.
This movie opened the same weekend as Deathly Hallows Part 2, and I saw Deathly Hallows Part 2 at midnight, and then Friday morning I went to the theater and I said, 1 ticket for fucking Boo Bear.
I hope you said it exactly like that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Eli.
This is wrong, but I mean, for a Disney animated movie, it's close. Alan.
That is incorrect. Sandy.
I said Hans Zimmer.
Also incorrect. We were looking for Henry Jackman.
No relation to Hugh. All right.
Henry Jackman.
Your next question is in the category of quotes. What MCU character says the line, "She is from legal, and she is potentially a very expensive sexual harassment lawsuit if you keep ogling her like that"?
So between Robert, Cody, and Kane, who would you ogle the most?
Kane McMillan. Facts. Next question.
The answer is Kane McMillan. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Sandy.
Pepper Potts.
That is correct. And Eli.
Miss P. Potts herself, Pepper Potts.
Both correct on that one as we get into your next question, which is in the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek Nemesis, what is the name of the android lookalike to Data?
Do you have an android lookalike?
No. I have nothing witty to say to that.
We're just gonna let this failed attempt at comedy die.
That's all I do is failed attempts at comedy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Eli.
I said Beta.
That is incorrect. And Sandy.
B4.
B4 is correct. Sandy taking a 1-point lead on that question.
All right, we get to the next question. Funny enough, we're back to the MCU. In Guardians of the Galaxy, who does Peter try and sell the orb to on Xandar? Name the character. I tried to do the sound effect for your sigh afterwards, and it came across as double loud.
Sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Sandy.
It's the weird hair guy.
Correct. And Eli.
I said the Artificer.
Incorrect. Looking for the broker. The broker.
Best eyebrows in the business.
Best eyebrows in the business.
All right, guys. Your next question is in the category of Wizarding World. In the Chamber of Secrets, how is the basilisk able to travel around the school without being seen?
This is my least favorite of the 8.
You're a slut.
Listen, am I wrong that this is the worst of the 8?
It's not my least favorite. It's on the lower tier for me, but I love all these movies, so I can't really complain.
That's fine. I didn't grow up with them, so.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. Okay, we will start with Sandy.
The sewer system.
We can accept that. Eli.
I was just going to say Ginny is the physical manifestation.
Yeah, no, that is incorrect. We were looking for pipes sewer system, so that is correct.
All right. The Poipes. Your 8th question in the category of Rocky. In the Rocky franchise, how many films does the character Mary Ann Creed appear in?
If you could meet any character in the Creed franchise or the Rocky franchise, how many, or who would it be? Jesus Christ.
Apollo. I want to meet Apollo.
Apollo Creed,
Apollo Creed.
so that he can help you live in America?
I was just gonna say because he's like the greatest fighter to ever live. So,
5, 4, 3,
but yes, tell me, live.
1. Pens down. We will start with Eli.
I said 5.
You would be correct. And Sandy.
I also said 5.
Correct.
All right, guys. Your next question is going to be in the category of Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars.
Star Wars?
What planet? What?
Star Wars?
I thought someone said. My bad. Yeah, Star Wars. What planet is Grievous hiding on when he fights Kenobi in Revenge of the Sith?
Can I get a technical repeat? Because I couldn't hear the planet name, or I couldn't hear like who we fought. Like I didn't hear the rest.
Planet name is the answer, so I will say again. What planet is Grievous hiding on when he fights Kenobi in Revenge of the Sith? If you could meet one planet from the Star Wars universe, don't say
I would use Cody's answer, but I'm not going to.
that's fair. 5, 4, 3,
Vulcan.
2, 1. We will start with Sandy.
Utapau.
Yeah, we can accept that. And Eli.
I had it as Utapau. Which
That is also correct.
All right.
It's a weirdly spelt sounding planet, so we accept both.
Yes. Okay. So,
And
your question. You go ahead.
Final question comes in the category of Fandom Oscars. What Oscar did all 3 Lord of the Rings films win?
There are 3 Lord of the Rings films. There are 3 Hobbit films. There is 1 animated film. There are 2 straight-to-DVD animated films. And you know what all this means?
What?
You suck because you haven't seen any of them. 5,
In one, I've seen 4 of those movies.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Eli.
Oh, with me? Okay. I said best visual effects.
And Sandy.
I said best original score.
Visual
Best
effects
visual effects is correct.
is correct. So with that question, that was the last question of the round. So we have Sandy in the lead with 6 to Eli's 5. Is that the same thing that you have?
Same that I have, but anything can happen as we get to round number 2, which works like this. We're going to bring up the lovely wheel from wheelside.com. If you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt to multiple choice, but it devalues the point down to being only worth 1. You can spin again, but you're stuck with whatever you land on the second time. Stealing is in this round, so be aware. All 3 official repeats are intact, and your categories on the wheel tonight are James Bond, Disney Animation, Star Trek, Rocky, DreamWorks, Middle-earth, Scores and Soundtracks, Spinner's Choice, and Worlds of DC. Sandy, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Eli?
I'd like to have my manager there, and there he
He
is.
is way bottom.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. How many of those on there are you least comfortable with?
Probably 2. 2 that I don't think that I would do very well at all.
You want to go? Let him go first and see if he takes one off the board.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
I'll go second.
All right. So, Eli, this is your spin. And it lands on the category of James Bond. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I would like to keep James Bond, please.
All right. Tim, do you want to give us questions in the category of Bond?
Nothing would make me happier. All right, Eli, your first question in Bond. Who plays Algernon/Q in Never Say Never Again?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Desmond Llewellyn? I don't know. B, John Cleese. C, Alec McCowan. D, Peter Burton.
I'm gonna say C.
And you would be correct with 1 point. All right, your next question in Bond. Who killed Emilio Largo in Thunderball?
Okay. Could I get a repeat?
Yep,
Yes.
that'll be your first.
First repeat. Who killed Emilio Largo in Thunderball? That is correct for 2 points. All right. Your next question. How many times has Bernard Lee played M in the James Bond franchise?
Oh God, movies. Okay. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, 13, B, 11, C, 10, or D, 12.
What was A again? You cut out so I couldn't hear it.
Your options again are A, 13, B, 11, C, 10, or D, 12.
I'm going to say 11.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Sandy, chance for the 1 point steal.
I just need to hear the options again.
Yes, your options again are A, 13, B, 11, C, 10, or D, 12.
I'm going to go with the first guess I had when you read the question. I'm going to say 13.
That's unfortunately also incorrect. We were looking for 12. All right. So, Eli, your fourth question in Bond. In Spectre, what former Bond villain is Madeline Swan revealed to be the daughter of?
Mr. White.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Bond. In A View to a Kill, what kind of event does Bond first meet Max Zorin at?
Oh, isn't it a... It's a racing competition. Sort of racing competition. I'm going to go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, tech event, B, a banquet, C, a football game, or D, a horse race.
Horse race.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right, got himself up to 11 with that round as we bring back the wheel for Sandy's spin. And your spin is away, and it lands on the category of Worlds of DC. Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I think I want to spin again.
Go for it.
Okay, spin again.
All right, you were stuck with it every land on this time, and you land on the category of Rocky. Will be the category of Rocky.
Okay.
All right, your first question, round 2, category of Rocky. In Rocky 5, what did Paulie accidentally do that put significant stress on Adrian and Rocky?
At the beginning, he signed over power of attorney to one of their attorneys who robbed them blind.
Correct for 2 points. All right, your second question. What is the name of the dog that Steps names in Rocky Balboa?
Punchy.
That is correct for 2 more points. What is the name of Brigitte Nielsen's Russian character in the series?
Just first name?
Just looking for the first name.
Ludmilla.
It's correct for 2 more points. In which movie in the Rocky franchise does Rocky win his first heavyweight championship?
Rocky 2.
Correct for 2 points. And your last question in the category of Rocky, where did Adrian work in the first Rocky?
A pet store.
Correct for 2 more points for a clean sweep of Rocky. Put Sandy in the lead 16 to Eli's 11. But anything can happen as we get to round number 3, which is the betting round. It works like this. We're going to give you the category. You are going to tell us how many points you like to bet between 0 and 2 points. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We go until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions as we get to round number 3?
No.
All right. Then your first category you can bet points on is Pixar. How many points would you like to bet on Pixar?
Hey, man. You're up 5. Play it safe.
Okay. Okay.
All right, looks like they're done converting. So we'll get bets in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll get bets starting with Eli
1.
and Sandy.
0.
All right, your question in the category of Pixar. Who voices the miming school of fish in Finding Nemo?
This one time, I saw a miming school of fish, and it sounded like Jay Leno.
I thought you were going to say that I was a miming school of fish. I was going to say, don't ruin the surprise for the viewers. 5,
No.
4,
No.
2, 1. Pens down, and we'll get our answer starting with Sandy for stats.
TJ Miller.
It's incorrect, and Eli.
John Ratzenberger.
That is incorrect. The answer is John Ratzenberger. John Ratzenberger.
Dang it, I knew it.
Leaving out a couple letters there, unfortunately, makes Eli lose 1 point.
That's a
Bringing
heartbreaking miss.
Total down to 10 to Sandy's 16. As we get into your next category, which is Worlds of DC.
It's up to you on this one.
Okay.
You're up 6. Just
Yeah.
remember that.
Okay. So we will get bets starting with Sandy.
0.
Okay, and Eli,
2.
going big on this one too. And your question in Worlds of DC is, how many Worlds of DC films has Superman appeared in? You know who's a Superman?
Wait, I have a question. What category is this again?
You would have to burn a repeat for me to repeat the question.
No, I'm just wondering the category because you said the beginning of the words.
The category is in the question, so you would need to use a repeat.
Yeah.
Okay, repeat then.
Okay. How many Worlds of DC films has Superman appeared in?
Eli down to 1 repeat left in this match, Tim.
Yes. This whole DC Worlds of DC thing seems to be the curse of this season for some
does. It does.
This is like the 4th time this has happened in the last month. 5.
Don't understand it personally.
3, 2, 1. Pens down for stats. We will start with Sandy.
4.
And Eli.
4.
Both would be correct. Eli getting 2 points, bringing his total up to 12. The next category you guys can bet points on is Disney
live action. Disney live action. How many points you want to bet on Disney live action?
How you feeling about that?
Not too great. If somebody else was here, this would be a slam dunk. But I know that Kaleb probably wrote the questions for this, so it's probably a Pirates of the Caribbean question. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm good.
Looks like they're done conferring, so we'll get bets starting with Eli on this one.
2.
All right, and Sandy.
0.
All right, and your question in the category of Disney live action. In Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, who plays Queen Ingrid, the power-hungry Queen of Ulstead?
So who did write this match, Kaleb?
Not me. I mean, I didn't write that one.
Yeah. That's
I did write questions for this one.
You did.
That one.
I just love it when they try to figure out who wrote it, and he's like,
I love it. I love now that we have 2 question writers that it's like head games now. It's like, who wrote it?
Here comes Tim with his Maleficent 2 questions.
Bam.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Sandy for stats.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
And Eli.
Michel Pfeiffer.
Yes, that's correct. For a big 2 points for Eli as we get into your next category, which is going to be Planet of the Apes.
Back within 2 now.
All right.
I mean, it really depends.
It does. I think you should play it safe. I wouldn't necessarily go 0, but I wouldn't bet big.
Okay.
You're still up 2.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we will get bets starting with Eli.
I said 2.
All right, going big again, and Sandy.
I'm going to make him answer 0.
All right, so if Eli hits this, he will tie the game. If he misses, I believe the game is over.
Maybe. Math's going to have to be done. Anyway, your question.
All right, your question in Planet of the Apes, Eli. And Sandy, Jesus Christ. Both your question in Planet of the Apes. In War for the Planet of the Apes, who killed the Colonel's son? Or I should rephrase.
Can I get a
and say-
technical repeat?
Okay.
Sure.
Technical repeat, and I'm going to rephrase just a second. In War for the Planet of the Apes, who is said to have killed the Colonel's son? Four. Don't see it happen in the film.
It's a fair clarification.
Yes. All right. So, if Eli misses this, he will go down to 12.
It is a 4-point game from there with a 4-point potential swing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will start with Sandy for stats.
Caesar.
And Eli.
I'll accept it if I get this wrong. I said the simian flu.
That is incorrect. We're looking for the Colonel himself. All right, which brings us to the last question of the game, Tim.
Yep, and that category is YA dystopia.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
Come on, Sandy, let's have some fun. Come on,
All
we're
right.
friends. We're friends.
That's starting with Sandy
0.
and Eli.
It doesn't matter. I bet 2.
All right, your question in YA dystopia. In the Hunger Games, name both tributes from District 11.
Sandy looking a bit confused by that one.
Well, the thing is, he won't have to answer the question. He got 0. If he wants some stats, he can go ahead and answer it. But this has been a good match, Caleb. This has been a good match.
Been a great match.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Sandy for stats.
Katniss and Sandy.
That's incorrect, and Eli.
I said Sandy Robinson and Jeremy Adams because screw teammates.
All right.
And your winner, Sandy, the Sandman Robinson. The answer was Thresh and Rue. Thresh and Rue. And Ian's showing his board in the back to show that he would have got it. Well, you retired with 1 team match under your belt, sir. All right. So we're going to go ahead. We will do some post-match coming up.
You do them.
I'll do post-match, but I was going to ask how you thought of the match. But I'll do post-matches. All right, we're going to start with our winner. Sandy the Sandman Robinson, this manager, Thomas the Truth. Ian's big win back for you, Sandy. How do you feel?
I feel good. That was a really good match, right up until the end, when Eli, the supposed nice guy, who looked up to me and wanted to be like me, ragged on me and Team 80s. But you know what? That's just what I've come to expect. So I played my best. I did what I had to do. Now I've got to play, my partner. So I'm all down for that. Whoever wins that, it's a win for Criterion.
Yeah, you are indeed playing your partner, the Red Ranger, Rene Villarreal Jr., while we around here like to just call him RJ because we don't know how to spell words here. So with that, you guys are playing the match. The winner of that is getting a number one contenders match. Does that put more pressure on you guys for more competition, or are you guys just taking it lightly?
I think everyone's trying to force civil wars on this Criterion Collection because recent, I guess, breakdown of the teams match, I heard something about, potential me and Matt having a civil war now, and now they're trying to put, RJ against Sandy already. I guess it's going to be a great match, though. I just want to say both opponents in this match got their strength, and it boiled down to who knew more at the end and betting right. So congrats, Sandy. Like I said, he's hungry. He's going to take this league by storm, so get ready.
All right, well, we will see you guys in the next match, and we'll go over to our unfortunate loser today. Eli, you played your heart out, man. It just came down to some of those misses in the betting round in round 2. How do you feel?
I mean, I'm pissed. And if Sandy's going to go, he was being a nice guy at the beginning, and now, like, at the end, he was being all mean and rude. Like, the reason why I'm rude to Sandy in the entire time, in that entire freaking promo, like, months ago, I could care less about this freaking match and being upset about it. I'm upset about what he said. Like, I could care. That's it. That's the main thing. I'm just upset about what he said all those days ago. And this isn't about an ego thing with him. He's making this all about an ego thing with him. I don't care. Just whatever. And that freaking last question in round number 2 about it being horse racing, but at the same time, I doubted myself. I thought maybe they saw dogs racing. I don't know. Like, horse racing was the first thing, and I knew it was a racing thing. And I knew it was John Ratzenberger. I just said John Ratzenberger. I mean, just that last question that I got wrong. I was in my head. I was thinking the Colonel. I was like, who did he say killed his son? I was like, oh, the Colonel killed his son. But then you having saying, oh, let me rephrase the question. Oh, what if he was saying the flu killed his son and not him, trying to justify him killing him? So it was like that entire thing of, oh, let me rephrase. No, the Colonel was in my mind. It was just, that's my reaction to this match.
That was a very unbridled, passionate reaction. I respect it, sir. But now this puts you into the tournament at 507-7. Who are you hoping to face in the tournament?
I could say I don't care, but I do care because when we look at my tournament record, it was Grant Gregory, and then it was you, and then for the next day, then it was Albert, then it was RJ, and then it was Tim. If anything, I've shown that it doesn't matter who you put up against me in the tournament, I can go. Now, true, when I went up against you, I didn't go that far, but we ended up doing a triple threat Iron Man match to determine who was going to face Robin that first time, but that's neither here nor there anymore. But yeah, it's just, I'm very passionate about this game. That's why I'm very heated right now. I'm just very passionate. Now, true, my teammate is the singles champion, and I'm going to make sure he keeps that title. I don't care if it's RJ, Sandy, or whoever they're going to go up against. I'm going to make sure it's the title. But passionately, I want it to be the one to go up against Dominic. That way, no matter who won, the title stayed in the team. But what can you do?
Yeah, well, you had those close misses, but maybe this will give you that kick, that drive to get fully back in and get ready for that tournament, because we all know you are a tournament threat. You've been a tournament threat both ones you've been in, so we'll see you in that one. And we will see your team back later this season as well. So we will see you and throw it back to Tim at the desk. A lot of words spoken by Eli McCaig, and not a lot of words said by Criterion. They're pretty focused, and I think that focus really paid off for Sandy. Walked away with a win. I think maybe that was down to Thomas with the team atmosphere, but this was a different Sandy than I saw in the tournament last year. So
yeah, he's one step closer to getting to play for a title, which is a big deal. So congrats to them. This was a great match all around, though. I'm pretty happy with the way things went. Not that who won, just overall, I think it was a well played match. I think both players played well. It was a good match. I think this is just what it comes down to: is good performances all around. It came really close. So no matter what the score at the end of the day is, Eli had a great comeback there at the end. So yeah, great match. Nothing to complain about for me.
Absolutely, but we'll go ahead and we'll wrap this one up in a nice little bow. So for everyone here, that has been Sandy, that has been Eli, that has been Thomas, that has been Tim, I have been Caleb, and this has been Fandom Fights. We'll see you guys real soon with another great match.
Don't forget to run.
Gotta go fast.